Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock. It's 7:43 and Guns N' Roses on Rock 102. Your Pioneer Valley forecast today is brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. Going to be sunny today with a high of 58. Tomorrow, cloudy with a high of 59. It is 35 right now in downtown Springfield. This weekend, starting tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday, I'm going to be in a play, a dramatic reading of a play. It's called Sanctuary Much, and in the studio with us.
What idiot casted you?
Well, this guy who's here with us now is Michael Buster McMahon, who wrote the play. Good morning, Michael. How are you?
Hi. Who set the volume on these headphones? Was it Pete Townsend?
You did.
Oh, okay. This is pretty loud.
There's a control over there for you. But welcome to the
Thank
studio.
Thank you very much.
So tell us a little bit about what's going on over here in Ludlow at the
it's great.
17th.
Yeah, it's a stage reading of really. Well, I'm biased, but I think it's a wonderful play called Sanctuary Much, and it's fun to say Sanctuary Much. And what's great about Sanctuary Much is like sometimes people get dragged to a play, and then I go to play, and if you don't like the plot, you're stuck where you're going to go. But there's 3 separate stories here. You get a 30s screwball comedy. It's a con man played by you, and you're not that great, and his buddies.
Well, I'm good at playing a con man.
You're good at playing a con man, and who's trying to convince his ex that he made it big. The second story is a murder mystery, a comical murder mystery, where the character who's murdered in the book comes to life and says, well, who kills me? And you are playing that part too. And I'm the author. I don't know. And
we
so
try to figure out who
all the other
murderer
characters
is.
come to life.
Yeah.
And then the last one seems to be everyone's favorite. It's an 80s teenage sex com.
Yeah.
And so, you get a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I'm not in that one.
You're not in that one.
No, I don't.
You're too tall for all the parts.
I was going to say I don't have the prowess to be in an 80s sex comedy.
And it comes with a guarantee. Like, if you don't laugh, you get to hit me.
Well, it's perfect for me, Michael, because I'm definitely good at being a con.
Yep.
And I'm also pretty good at solving murder mysteries.
Well, when we were casting this thing, we were looking at you originally as just the author in the second one. Mm-hmm. And because we're like, well, he's kind of snarky, and you're kind of snarky. And I said, this would work. But then through the other process, I'm like, you know what? He would play a very good Aussie in the first one, too. And so we didn't ask you if you wanted 2 roles, but
I got to tell you, when you asked me this a few weeks ago
to audition,
and you said, "Hey, can you audition? We need somebody to read a few lines." So I said, "Yeah, sure. What the hell? I'll give it a shot." Always want to. First of all, I didn't understand. It's just a reading. It's not an actual.
Dramatic stage reading.
Dramatic stage reading, which is so much better than what I thought it was. I thought I'd have to remember, but you only said a few lines. I'm like, how bad could that be? I can remember a few lines. And then you send me the script, and I'm like, how am I going to remember 80 pages of dialogue in 2 weeks? But yet you explained to me when I got there, but I didn't back out.
Yeah, God bless you, because pretty late in the game, after you read all the read-through, you still thought that you had to, and you didn't bail out. God bless you.
I didn't bail out because I figured, well, you know what? Everybody loves a good train wreck. People don't watch NASCAR to see who wins. They see
that was the plan. We were going to sell it as come see Steve Nagel crash and burn.
Yeah, exactly.
And that would have sold a lot of tickets.
I'm happy it turned out that way, and I don't have to remember all these lines. And it's actually a pretty interesting way that you do this. Everybody's reading from a stand. You're reading the script from the entire stand. But you're also acting in a way, too.
Yes, absolutely.
So you're still, it's not just, reading the liners like we read here on the radio.
Right. They're all dramatic. And especially the women. Yeah. We get to the point in the audition process where I'm like, I don't want any more women to audition because I am so happy with what I got, and I don't want to make any tough decisions.
Yeah.
And some of the people we had to, anybody who's casting anything will say, I'm going to take a leap of faith in this part, and hopefully they play it. But I don't think they're perfect, but they're the one. But I've nailed them all. I really think every director says, "Oh, what an amazing cast!" And but I mean, this one, I am so happy the way this turned out. I really am.
Yeah, we got radio people.
We got Bo Sullivan, Bridget Lynott. We got you. Yeah. So I'm sure some of the theater snobs were like, "Oh, what are these radio people doing in the theater?" But well, first of all, they all have great voices.
What are you going to ask? TV people?
Yeah.
You can't do that.
We actually asked Gail Huff to audition. And she wanted to, and she's like, this sounds like a lot of fun. And she answered me. She's like, me and Scott Brown, we're going to be in DC, but I wish you luck. And when it goes to Broadway, give me a buzz.
All right.
That was cool.
And tell us a little bit more about the Exit 7 Theater over there. That's a nice community theater.
It is. They're great. The Exit 7 Players Theater, they're putting this on as a free event. There's a $5 suggested donation at the door to raise money for the theater group. It is a wonderful collaboration between me and them because they get content and I get a venue. So it's a win-win for everybody. I mean, we've had different ideas about how to do this, that, and we've compromised very well. And I think the end product is going to be absolutely very entertaining. Our assistant director, Angela Grout, counted. She likes to count laughs. She counted 160 laughs in 118 minutes on the first reading.
Yeah, but that was just us.
Yeah, but
it wasn't an actual
it wasn't
audience.
The audience, but this was the first time a lot of people were hearing the other stories. I mean, you were familiar with, and maybe some people weren't familiar because that's when they got the script. We sent everyone a downloadable one, but I don't know if some of the people were reading that script for the first time on the first read through. And she counted 160 laughs and 100. So even if her finger was on the button a little bit, that's a lot of laughs. This is going to
define laugh, Michael. I mean, a giggle, a slight giggle versus a wholehearted belly laugh.
Nobody.
Two different
things.
things.
I don't know. Maybe there's as I said, maybe she was a little lenient on the thing, but still, there's a lot of laughs in this script.
I think it's great that community theater is still going strong because you think about all these things right now that cost so much money. If you want to go see a Broadway show, it's going to cost you at least $150. You got to go to Boston, you got to go to New York, you got to go even down to the Bushnell, but it's these little community theaters, these local arts programs that do so much for the rest of the community and keep that alive. So I think that's how many productions do you do there? Is it just
I've had two short stories done there in their 48-hour play contest, but this is the first. We actually pitched it to be a full-length show a year ago. And it was a lot to ask a theater group to take a shot on a completely unknown, but they loved the script. They said they liked me, and they came up with this idea of a dramatic stage reading. At first, I was disappointed, but then I realized, Michael, this was the only realistic opportunity for you because who's going to take a shot on it?
What do you mean by unknown? I mean, they got the SpongeBob thing going on over there. Is that somebody who's
No. My production.
Oh, your production.
Oh no, they have full blown productions all the time. No, this was something unique. They wanted to try. Let's do this stage reading. Let's make it, a free admission and just charge $5 donation at the door. The Friday night, Saturday night,
but you
Sunday
don't have
afternoon.
to pay the $5.
You don't have
to. If you want to go, you can just go.
Well, I also be a mooch, but stealing 160 laughs.
Well, you can also donate the $5 after if you've been satisfied afterwards.
That's
then
true.
you can throw the $5 in the till.
Yeah.
But for the most part,
and you can certainly give them more. And actually, we're I don't know if you noticed, I think they're silent auctioning or maybe it's a raffle. I think it's either one. It's a signed original script. And we just found there's going to be a Broadway producer going to Sunday show. So who knows where this is going to go. You can say, I saw this on its first step. I saw Sanctuary Much on its first leg, and now it's winning Tonys on Broadway.
Wow. It could be my big break, too.
It could be. So you could get discovered.
You never know what's going on there.
This is our way out of this two-bit town here.
Michael Buster McMahon is the author and what would you say? Director, producer, all of those things of Sanctuary Much. It's happening this weekend starting tonight at 8 o'clock.
See Steve Nagel.
On 36 Chestnut Street out in Ludlow at the Exit 7 Players Theater. Tomorrow night, it's another show. 8 p.m. And then Sunday is a matinee show at 2 p.m.
2 o'clock, and that comes with a question answer to me. So if you have any questions, you might have some questions.
I can guarantee you by Sunday at 4:30, I'll be like, Michael, I got to go. I got a radio show.
Yeah, you don't have to do
that.
I mean, I'm biased, but you love the script, right?
Yeah, no, I thought it was I think it's a great set of stories, and I encourage people to come out and support local arts. And again, this weekend over at the Exit 7 Theater in Ludlow, 36 Chestnut Street. Tonight, 8 p.m., tomorrow, 8 p.m., and Sunday at 2 p.m. Michael,
and you can check out their webpage and everything. Yeah. I got to go. I think I saw the ghost of Bob Kester over there. And
the ghost of Bob Kester.
I love Bob Kester. I'm friends with Bob.
I thought you were going to say the ghost of Dave Coombs, the guy we had here on the morning show for
geez.
6 months. Yeah,
Brad Martin and Paul Wesley.
All right, now you're just name dropping.
I gotta.
Michael Buster McMahon, we appreciate the time this morning. Thanks for coming in.
God bless you. Thank you, buddy.
It's 7:53 at Rock 102.